Hello, this is turmeric, but I did not buy it from a store. I made this turmeric myself. Today I'm going to show you how to do this from start to finish. Let's quickly talk about why I grow my own turmeric. The first and obvious reason is we haven't bought turmeric for the house for the last 3 years since I started doing this. This will be the 4th year that I will harvest and replant turmeric. I'll show you now how I do that. So we don't buy it anymore. The size of this container grows enough turmeric to supply our entire family for a year until I harvest again. Turmeric is part of the ginger family. Its scientific name, if I can pronounce it correctly, is Curcuma longa. And the active ingredient inside it, which give it that amazing yellow color, is called curcumin. It is the root of a flowering plant, and might I say, the flower is quite beautiful. It's really a beautiful flower. It's for that reason that a lot of people prefer not to grow it in containers, but to grow it right in their garden. Now, let me show you how simple this really is. Normally, I do this just after the winter, just before spring arrives, before the roots start making new plants. This year I left it a little bit long so that I can show you what the shoots look like. You can see here, everywhere there's little shoots coming up. You can still do it now. I just prefer to do it a little bit earlier. Then it's simple. You dig up the roots. If I use a little shovel or something, I won't know if I hurt the turmeric. So I prefer to just get in there, use my hands and dig it up. Okay, like this. I'm going to put this aside for now, and then I will show you now what we are going to do with this. Here amongst the roots you can see, look at that, there's the turmeric we're after. I'm actually really curious to see what I'm going to get this year. Okay, there's a little one. Ooh, look at this. There's a really nice one. Quickly, I want to show you here. You see this part has got this one root on here. It will still grow. I've seen turmeric with a lot less than that grow. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this. Literally these parts that are, I want to replant them. I will take this and break it off and replant that. Okay, so this is done. This will then now grow, create a new plant, make new turmeric that I can harvest next year. It will literally be a year before I have to do this process again. I only do it once a year. Until then, it will give me a beautiful plant with some beautiful flowers. Alright, so here's all the turmeric I harvested. So I'm just breaking off as much of the roots as I can. Well, everything is roots, but these little dangly parts, just trying to break off as much as I can. So I'm only left with these parts, so I can go wash them. Alright, there we go. I'm going to quickly just wash this. We are going to take this beautiful turmeric and we are going to peel it, cut it, and then we have to dry it. The first year I did this, I somehow decided that I didn't need any gloves. And for about a week afterwards, my hands were yellow. It looked like I had some kind of strange disease. Of course, everywhere I went, everybody wanted to know, what happened to your hands? Turmeric stains like it has a purpose. That's also the reason why I am using a glass cutting board and not a wood or a plastic cutting board. Because trust me, if it's wood or plastic, it's going to be yellow. It stains a lot. A little tip I learned the hard way. Look at that beautiful, beautiful color. And the smell, oh my goodness, the smell is incredible. So I use a combination of a knife and a peeler. The bigger pieces, I have a bag here because everywhere this goes will be yellow. So a peeler works really well on the bigger pieces. And then I simply cut it into really thin slices. It's not difficult to peel. It does become a little bit slippery because it is quite wet, but it's quite easy. Just fairly thin slices, just like that. I think this should be enough. I can guarantee you this will be more turmeric than we as a family can use in a year. So I have one of these little dryers. I have been using it for years. It works really well. Normally you place whatever you want to dry directly on here, but because of the yellow staining and this is plastic, I'm going to put some wax paper over it. The wax paper does close up some of the holes, well, all the holes, which does reduces ventilation in the dryer. Like I said, this is the 4th year and the turmeric dries really well and really fast. Only one glove will do now. I will make sure I only touch it with one hand. I actually, one of these days, want to make a woodwork project where I want to color the wood with turmeric because it's such a beautiful orange, bright yellow color. I'm making sure that the pieces don't stick to one another, that they don't touch one another. See, there's 2 pieces stuck to one another. So make sure they're nice and separated. That's quite good. Now, I'm going to put my finger through there. Oh, you see what happens. I was supposed to put the wax paper in this one as well before my hand was yellow. Oh, why? Let's see if we can cut with our left hand. So this is another important tip. Unless you don't mind using glove after glove after glove, then make sure everything is ready. And now we wait. That's all we can do now is wait. It will take a couple of days. It's now been 2 days and I think it is dry from the looks of it, but we'll test now. You will notice that there's an additional power supply on top of this box which wasn't there when I started drying it. After the first night I came in to check it the next morning and the fan stopped working. This fan over here didn't want to turn anymore. I didn't have any 220 volt fans in stock. I only had 12 volt fans which came out of computer boxes. I had to use a 12 volt adapter, and so this is an old laptop adapter to wire it in temporarily just to keep things moving along. What I do is I find the thickest piece and then break it. if I can hear a snap, then it's dry. So these ones are completely dry. So very simple. We're going to take some of this, put it in there. Oh, it smells so good. Beautiful turmeric. Let me put it in a bowl for you. There we go. Beautiful, dry, awesome smelling turmeric. This one is full, and like I said, this is more turmeric than we will need in a year. If you're looking for turmeric that you can start your first batch with, wherever you watch this in the world from, I'm pretty sure you'll get it at a garden center or a seed supplier. If they are, you know, good and have a wide variety, then they will have it, so you can buy it. In South Africa, I want to highly recommend you look up Living Seeds. They are a family-owned business. They have a massive variety of seeds. They only sell heirloom seeds. I am not asked or being paid or anything to say this. It's simply, you must experience this. They have incredible service and a massive variety of things that you can get from them, seeds and herbs and all kinds of things. So I bought the first batch from them. I will put a link to their website in my description below. I hope that this was informative, that you liked it, and that you are so inspired to start and grow your own turmeric. I will really recommend it. It's so rewarding. Go out, do something new, try something new, get a small container, get yourself some turmeric, and start doing this. I promise you, you will enjoy it. Thank you for watching the video. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed this, then please consider liking it, sharing it, subscribing it. If you know somebody who wants to also do it, send the video to them. If you have any other tips or recipes or tricks, or if I could have done anything faster or better for the sake of the community, please leave a comment. I would really like to read your comments. Until our next video, make your best life. The roots will shoot, the flower will grow out of the plant. Have a look. I think I'm too close to the camera now. Yes, I am. This is a useless scissor. Let's try that again. Beep! Let's try that again.